When danger strikes and your safety is on the line, one question matters most: who's going to stand between you and the threat? That's where today's contenders step in. On one side, we have the Belgian Malinois, a sleek, lightning-fast canine known for serving elite military units. On the other, the Rottweiler, a broad-chested powerhouse bred to guard with unmatched bravery. Both dogs are famous for their protective instincts, intelligence, and raw strength. But who is the ultimate protector? In this showdown, we're not just comparing looks or breed history. We're diving deep into real traits that matter: loyalty under pressure, how smart they really are in the field, their power when it counts, and how they respond to family or strangers. These are the dogs that don't just bark when someone's at the door. They make intruders regret ever stepping foot on your property. The Malinois might be quicker, but the Rottweiler might be tougher. One is trained for tactical missions. The other was bred to protect ancient Roman armies. So when your family needs a protector, which dog has your back? Stay tuned, because what you learn today might just change the way you think about loyalty, courage, and canine strength. Let's break it down and find out. Between the Belgian Malinois and the Rottweiler, who's the ultimate protector? 1. Intelligence and trainability. The Belgian Malinois is widely considered one of the most intelligent dog breeds in the world. It's no accident that military forces, including Navy SEALs, trust them with high-risk operations. They are eager to learn, extremely focused, and excel in advanced obedience training. The Malinois doesn't just respond to commands, it anticipates them. This high level of intelligence means it thrives on mental stimulation, and without it, the dog can become restless or even destructive. The Rottweiler, on the other hand, is also intelligent but approaches learning with a more methodical mindset. Rottweilers are very responsive to structured training. They do best when commands are given consistently and reinforced over time. Their intelligence shows in their ability to assess situations and make decisions calmly. Unlike the hyper-alert Malinois, the Rottweiler is more stoic, often taking a moment to size up a situation before reacting. In a real-world setting, this means the Malinois may respond faster, but the Rottweiler may react with more measured control. Both are trainable, but the Malinois demands an experienced handler who can keep up with its sharp mind and energy. The Rottweiler, while slightly slower to respond, is easier for many first-time dog owners to manage. So, when it comes to intelligence, both dogs are smart, but in different ways. The Malinois is like a top student with speed and precision. The Rottweiler is like the wise one who never rushes but always delivers. 2. Protective instincts. Protection is in both dogs' DNA, but they express it differently. The Belgian Malinois has a strong territorial drive and sharp focus on its environment. It's constantly alert, scanning for any threats. That's why it's often used in law enforcement. This dog doesn't miss a detail. When trained correctly, it can assess danger and take action with lightning speed. However, the Malinois requires training to avoid overreacting. Its protective instinct is raw and powerful but can be overly intense if not shaped properly. This makes it ideal for professionals or experienced handlers. When well trained, it becomes a fast, loyal defender who can handle high-pressure situations with extreme efficiency. The Rottweiler shows protection in a calmer but equally firm manner. Its presence alone is often enough to deter threats. Rottweilers were bred as guard dogs and herders, which makes them naturally cautious around strangers. Unlike the Malinois, a Rottweiler won't act without evaluating the situation. But when it senses real danger, it acts with crushing power and relentless determination. So, which one is more protective? The Malinois is quick, reactive, and precise, great in fast-moving situations. The Rottweiler is steady, imposing, and careful, a rock-solid guardian. If you want a dog that will leap into action, go for the Malinois. But if you prefer a more stable and intimidating presence, the Rottweiler is your best bet. 3. Physical strength and power. When it comes to sheer physical strength, the Rottweiler stands out as a powerhouse. This breed is compact yet incredibly muscular, with a thick neck, broad chest, and powerful legs. Rottweilers have immense bite force, reportedly one of the strongest among domestic dogs. When they latch onto something, whether in play or in protection, they mean business. Their low center of gravity adds stability, making them harder to knock off balance. The Belgian Malinois, though leaner and lighter, is no weakling. It possesses explosive power that is often underestimated because of its slim build. It's capable of scaling walls, launching itself through windows, and sprinting at incredible speeds. The Malinois may not have the raw bulk of a Rottweiler, but it compensates with speed, agility, and endurance. It's the kind of dog that can chase down a suspect and pin them without hesitation. In a head-to-head match of strength alone, the Rottweiler wins with brute force. However, strength in a protector isn't only about muscle, it's also about how well that strength is used. The Malinois uses its power with precision and speed, while the Rottweiler uses it with overwhelming force. Both are powerful in different ways. The Rottweiler is your armored tank, and the Malinois is your tactical missile. Choose based on what kind of strength you need: crushing force or rapid takedown efficiency. 4. Speed and agility. The Belgian Malinois is one of the fastest and most agile dog breeds in the world. Built like an elite athlete, this dog can accelerate quickly, dodge obstacles, and make sharp turns without losing momentum. It's common to see them in agility competitions, scaling 10-foot walls or zigzagging through tight spaces with incredible grace. Their lightweight build and long legs allow them to move swiftly without tiring quickly. The Rottweiler, in contrast, is more about brute force than speed. It can run and chase when necessary, but it lacks the same level of endurance and maneuverability. Their heavier frame makes them slower to accelerate, and they may struggle with tight or complex movements. That said, when a Rottweiler does move, it carries immense momentum. It's a freight train that might not stop easily once it gets going. If your ideal protector needs to chase down threats, leap over obstacles, or navigate rough terrain quickly, the Malinois is a better fit. It was practically designed for high-intensity, fast-paced action. The Rottweiler, while slower, can still deliver strong pursuit power, just not over long distances or tricky terrain. So in the category of speed and agility, the Malinois dominates. It's the dog that can be there in a flash, attack swiftly, and return just as fast. Meanwhile, the Rottweiler lumbers in with force, making its point loud and clear. Both are valuable, but agility is where the Malinois truly shines. 5. Loyalty to family. Both the Belgian Malinois and the Rottweiler are deeply loyal dogs, but their expressions of loyalty differ. The Malinois bonds closely with one or two people, typically the ones who train and handle them daily. This intense connection makes them exceptionally loyal, but it can also make them suspicious of outsiders, even if those outsiders are friends or extended family. The Rottweiler, on the other hand, tends to bond with the entire family. It watches over kids, sticks by your side indoors, and treats every member of the household with affection and protectiveness. Rottweilers are known to be gentle giants with those they trust. Their loyalty is balanced, they protect, but they also nurture. Malinois loyalty is more mission-focused. This dog is all about doing a job, guarding, following commands, and being ready to respond. Its loyalty is shown through service and alertness. With early socialization, it can live peacefully with others, but it's usually not as openly affectionate as a Rottweiler. If you want a dog that feels like a member of the family, cuddles with the kids, and guards everyone equally, the Rottweiler is your pick. But if you're looking for a working partner that stays by your side like a personal bodyguard, the Malinois may be the better fit. Either way, both breeds offer a loyalty that's hard to break. One is heartwarming, the other is laser-focused. 6. Temperament and behavior. The Rottweiler has a calm, confident, and courageous temperament. It doesn't jump at every little sound or overreact to small movements. Instead, it evaluates before it acts. This makes it a steady, dependable protector that doesn't let emotions get in the way. When a Rottweiler senses something's off, it positions itself between the threat and its family without hesitation. The Malinois is intense and constantly alert. It's energetic, always ready to move, and watches its surroundings like a hawk. That's great for action, but it also means the Malinois can become anxious or destructive if not given enough physical or mental stimulation. It's not a dog that can sit calmly for long periods without something to do. Because of its calm nature, the Rottweiler is often more predictable in a family setting. It knows how to relax indoors and ramp up its guard mode when needed. The Malinois, though, needs constant engagement. If left idle, it might chase shadows or chew furniture out of boredom. So, if your lifestyle is calm, and you want a dog with steady behavior, the Rottweiler is easier to manage. If you're active and want a dog that mirrors your high energy and alertness, the Malinois will thrive. Temperament matters, it's the foundation of long-term compatibility with your dog. 7. Alertness and reaction time. If we're measuring sharpness and split-second decision-making, the Belgian Malinois is almost unbeatable. It's wired to notice changes in its environment instantly. A sudden noise, movement, or unfamiliar face gets its immediate attention. This hyper-awareness makes it ideal for detecting intruders, tracking suspects, or guarding high-security areas. The Rottweiler is alert too, but in a slower, more deliberate way. It notices things but doesn't react instantly. Instead, it evaluates whether something is a real threat before springing into action. This makes the Rottweiler more dependable in noisy or chaotic environments where false alarms could be frequent. The Malinois reacts before most people even notice something happen. That can be a great asset in tactical work or fast-paced settings. But it can also be risky if the dog hasn't been socialized well. It may perceive harmless strangers as threats. In contrast, the Rottweiler's slower reaction can sometimes be mistaken for laziness, but it's actually strategic thinking. This dog makes decisions with care and only moves when it's sure. So, for immediate reaction and unmatched alertness, the Belgian Malinois wins. But for calculated, composed guarding, the Rottweiler takes the lead. It depends on your need, rapid-fire alert or level-headed protector. 8. Ease of handling and training experience required. The Belgian Malinois is a working dog through and through. It thrives under strict guidance, daily structure, and regular training. But that also means it's not ideal for first-time dog owners. The breed's intelligence, energy, and intense drive require an owner who understands canine behavior deeply. If the handler lacks experience or becomes inconsistent, the Malinois can develop behavioral issues like aggression, anxiety, or destructiveness. On the flip side, the Rottweiler is easier to handle in many everyday situations. While it still needs confident leadership and early socialization, it doesn't demand the same extreme levels of engagement. Rottweilers respond well to firm but calm training. They enjoy learning commands and typically want to please their owner, especially when they understand the household rules. That being said, a poorly trained Rottweiler can also become aggressive or territorial. But overall, the breed is more forgiving to novice owners. Its lower energy and steadier mindset make it easier to manage for families who can offer structure and affection, but may not have hours of training time each day. So in terms of ease of handling, the Rottweiler is more beginner-friendly, while the Malinois is a professional's choice. Both can become incredible protectors, but the road to success with a Malinois is steeper and requires much more dedication. 9. Socialization and compatibility with other pets. The Belgian Malinois isn't naturally inclined toward being social with other pets unless it's raised with them from a young age. It tends to be territorial and dominant, especially around unfamiliar dogs. Its high prey drive also makes it less suitable for homes with small pets like cats or rabbits. Without consistent socialization, the Malinois might see other animals as threats or distractions from its mission to protect. On the other hand, the Rottweiler is more balanced in its approach to other pets. While it can also be territorial, especially with same-sex dogs, many Rottweilers live peacefully with other pets if introduced properly. They're generally more tolerant and can form strong bonds with other animals in the home. Rottweilers are known for being gentle with kids and can even act as guardians to smaller or weaker pets once they trust them. However, both breeds need early and consistent socialization to avoid aggressive tendencies. The key difference lies in natural behavior. The Malinois has a higher work drive and less interest in coexisting peacefully with multiple animals. The Rottweiler is calmer, more adaptable, and better suited for multi-pet households. So, if you already have other pets or plan to expand your animal family, the Rottweiler offers more peace of mind. If your only goal is protection and you don't mind a single pet household, the Malinois can be a focused, loyal partner. 10. Overall suitability as a personal or family protector. When the dust settles and the comparisons are made, the final question remains: which dog is better for your protection and peace of mind? The Belgian Malinois is the ultimate tactical guardian. It's used by elite military forces for a reason: speed, intelligence, focus, and precision. If you're highly active, experienced with working dogs, and want a canine that thinks and moves like a trained professional, the Malinois is second to none. It will watch your every move, guard your space with intense loyalty, and leap into action when needed. The Rottweiler, however, offers something different: a strong, calm protector that blends beautifully into family life. It guards not just your property, but your children, your guests, and your peace. Its intimidating presence alone will deter most intruders, and when provoked, it responds with powerful confidence. It's more forgiving, less reactive, and better for homes where balance between protection and calm companionship is essential. So, who's the ultimate protector? If you want a loyal war dog trained for action, choose the Malinois. If you want a dependable home guardian with a heart, go with the Rottweiler. In truth, they're both winners. It just depends on who you are and what you need.